Brewers and the Royals getting set for game one of this doubleheader today.
Pat Murphy and the Brewers coming off of that opening 5-1 homestand.
Yeah, so apparently the Brewers have a pet turtle now. There he is. You were first introduced yesterday by Tricia Whitaker as part of the Apple TV broadcast.
I was told under no uncertain terms, no pocket pancakes, whatever I have, no edible things in my pocket. So you caused me a lot of problems, Trish, in the past.
I caused him a lot of problems. Yes, we were very explicitly told by the Brewers we weren't allowed to have anything.
Yeah, well, I've got a special guest that I want you to meet today. This is Bobby Jr. This is Bobby Jr. in honor of my friend Bobby Witt and his son Bobby Jr. But I thought I'd bring him for you because it's very special. And I didn't want to pull out pancakes, so here we are.
So you pulled out a turtle.
Yeah, I thought it was appropriate.
This young man getting to toe the slab for the first time as a starter in his career.
For Luinder Avila, who, if he proved anything during the World Baseball Classic in March, is that no stage is too big. 13 appearances out of the bullpen HUD with the Royals last season, and today, his first major league start. 2-2, and it's called strike three. 96 on the outer edge. Welcome back to the big leagues, Luinder Avila. So after the strikeout to start the game, a double and a walk.
So Yelich reaches on the fielder's choice, and the Brewers have him on the corners now for Garrett Mitchell with 2 away.
286 in his first 5 games of the season for Garrett. Fly ball into deep center. Isbell on the track. Isbell watching it sail. It's off the wall. 2 runs will score, and Garrett Mitchell delivers with 2 out in the first. Garrett Mitchell has already driven in 7 runs this season. Chad Patrick, a week in between his first and second starts of the season for the Brewers.
And now Jack Caglione bats for the first time. Off to a good start. 6 hits and 18 at bats. And that is a missile to right. Sal Frelick traps it, and that's a base hit for Cags.
Good job by Sal to keep the ball right in front of him there.
Nice ovation just now for Starling Marte, who is making his Kauffman Stadium debut as a Royal.
On strike 3 against Starling Marte.
For Chad Patrick, his second of the afternoon, and there's 2 down now for Isaac Collins.
Isaac Collins going over to the Royals in that offseason trade back in December.
And he gets it through the right side, a base hit. Caglione goes first to third.
So Isaac Collins hit it sharply. The Royals have the tying runs on base with 2 away here in the second.
Nick Lofton coming to the plate. It's the first game he's ever played against the Brewers. The runner goes. Contreras throws through. Now here comes the runner home. They've got him dead to rights. Turang throwing back to Contreras, inning over. The Brewers executed that about as well as you can. So Contreras with 2 out and the bases clear. Hard hit towards third and fair. Extra bases for William Contreras as it bangs off the sidewall. And a jog into second base with a 2-out double, William Contreras.
Yeah, 96 off the plate in.
On the ground, up the middle, perfectly placed. They keep it on the infield to save the run with Lofton.
And as a result, runners on the corners for Garrett Mitchell, who drove in the only 2 runs of this game back in the first.
Runner goes on a fly into right. The wind is going to help it. Caglione watching it fly. Goodbye! Garrett Mitchell strikes again with 2 out in an inning.
A 3-run blast in the Brewers with a 5-0 lead here in the third. 5 RBI sets a career high for Garrett Mitchell today.
Milwaukee leads 5-0 in the bottom of the third, and the Royals come back with a 1-out lost in the Sun double and a walk. And now you got the middle of the order coming up. Junior walked his first time up.
In the air in back of second. Long run for Turang, but he's there to make the catch. Over the shoulder, Bryce Turang is as good as any second baseman in baseball when he's on the retreat.
So it's up to Vinny Pasquantino. Grounded into a double play his first time up.
Fly ball left field. Racing out is Rengifo, still racing out. Rengifo reaches up, makes the catch in foul territory, and the inning is over. What a play by Luis Rengifo, tracking it all the way. That wind is just wreaking havoc on the fielders here today.
Brewers with 2 on and nobody out. And they may have delivered a knockout punch to Luinder Avila.
Tough afternoon for Luinder Avila in his first major league start. So Lynch has gotten 2 outs on 5 pitches. And trying to strand a pair.
2 on, 2 out for Contreras.
Lynch gets Contreras swinging and ends the inning. That is outstanding pitching.
The Royals trail 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. So it's another inning with a base runner. They just haven't been able to get anything going.
And he drives it deep to left field.
Go ball.
Lockridge turns around. It's off the top of the fence. Caglione gets to third. Starling Marte has a ringing double. His first hit as a member of the Royals. And he puts 2 in scoring position for the former Brewer Isaac Collins.
Popped him up. That's an even better result if you're Patrick. Renhefo gets the second out of the inning. Everybody has to hold.
Well, it's up to Nick Lofton.
When you have runners at second and third, down by 5, you got to make sure you get at least one of them in.
In the air to left. Brandon Lockridge has it sized up right at the edge of the warning track. The Royals have put 7 men on base. None of them have scored in 4 innings.
2 down for Sal Frelick, who is 1 for 2 on the day.
Easy, just getting out.
Lynch knocks it down. Does he tag him? He got him! Wow! What a recovery! And he's shaken up.
Yeah, he threw that right hand up and tried to tag the leg. He did.
They knew immediately that he got him. That's an incredible play by Daniel Lynch IV. He is up and walking off the field.
Long way to go yet in this ball game. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball left field. Lockridge chasing it. Wynn's going to push it back into fair territory. He reaches up and makes the catch in the corner for the first out of this 5th inning.
Got him looking outside corner. 2-seam fastball and ring him up.
Hasn't had many of them over the course of the game today. That is just his 3rd strikeout. The first 2 retired here in the 5th, and now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
On the ground to short. Hamilton takes care of Bobby Witt Jr. and 5 scoreless innings in the books. Chad Patrick.
And the Brewers leadoff man is on with 2 down.
Here's Luis Renhefo.
To right field, hit hard. Caglione back, and it's over his glove into the wall. Terang will be held at third. Caglione got it in quickly enough. The Brewers unable to score, Bryce, on another double by Luis Renhefo. His 2nd of the day, 2nd and 3rd with 2.
To this point in the game, this becomes a circle your scorecard moment.
Chopper toward third. And Garcia's there. Inning over. A scoreless 6th for Alex Lang.
As we see Aaron Ashby take the bump again. 5th time already this season in only the 7th game played by the Brewers.
Pasquantino serves it shallow center, and Mitchell lets it land in front of him. A leadoff single for Vinny Pasquantino.
That's it. Get a few singles and get a big hit.
Look who gets to make an appearance. It's the Pasquatch.
Moving up 90 feet on a wild pitch is Pasquantino, so he's at second.
He swings and grounds it to the right side. That's a tough hop for the first baseman Bowers. Ashby is late to cover, and Caglione beats him to the bag for an infield single. And he's pumped up. And the Royals have runners at the corners with 1 out for Starling Marte, and they have to score a run here.
Strikeout indeed. He got him. 2 out of the inning.
Well executed by Ashby.
And here is Collins, who is 1 for 2 with a single.
Got him swinging. Change up, and Ashby with back-to-back punch-outs to escape trouble in a scoreless 6th.
Lane Thomas is pinch hitting for Kyle Isbell here. So with the lefty on the mound, Matt Quatrero turns to the righty off the bench.
Lane Thomas lines it to left field. That is fair and down into the corner. Lofton is around second. He's on his way to third. Vance Wilson is going to wave him home, and he will score standing up.
Lane Thomas has a pinch hit RBI double. The Royals are on the board. Moves Thomas to third.
Here's another spot where the Royals need to get the runner in from third with less than 2 outs.
Up the middle. It knocks down Terang. He bobbles. He doesn't have a play. With safe, Thomas scores.
So Thomas scores as Bobby Witt Jr. hit a hot shot back through the box. It's 5-2.
As Terang, who has struck out 3 times today, has walked. He's coming to the plate for the 5th time already in this game.
In comes a pitch and a soft liner knocked down by Witt. He picks it up to get the force out at second and a tag play at third, and that's a double play.
Not exactly how they drew it up, but it works all the same, and Shribes is out of the inning.
That fate rests in the hand of Trevor McGill, Vinny, as he tries to finish out this victory. Got him swinging. 2 out.
And the last chance for Kansas City comes to the plate in the form of Bobby Witt Jr.
Knee high, called a strike. Bobby Witt Jr. wants to challenge. This is his first challenge, and he was right. These are the moments where Matt Quatrero wants to have these challenges for his players to use. Ball 4.
Nice.
And Vinny Pasquantino comes to the plate as the potential tying run. There have been chances. Royals have gone 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position this afternoon. There we go.
Fastball, got him looking. Ball game over.
Right down the middle for a called third strike, and the Brewers win game 1 by a final score of 5-2. The Brewers 6-1 for just the 7th time in team history, the first time since 2023